In a world that seems to move at an ever accelerating pace, our homes often become repositories for the chaos of modern life. Clothes we no longer wear, gifts we've never used, papers we'll deal with later. These items accumulate silently until one day we look around and wonder how our living spaces became so overwhelmed with stuff. Enter Marie Kondo, the organizational guru who took the world by storm with her KonMari method, advocating for a dramatic, category by category purge that transforms spaces in one fell swoop. Her approach is undeniably effective for many. But what about those of us who find the prospect of dedicating entire weekends to sorting through years of accumulated possessions simply overwhelming? Today we're exploring an alternative approach, the gentle art of daily decluttering. This method, focused on small, consistent actions rather than dramatic overhauls, might just be the sustainable solution many of us need to create and maintain the peaceful, organized homes we desire. The grand purge versus daily decluttering, understanding the difference. Marie Kondo's KonMari method centers around a simple yet profound question. Does this item spark joy? Her approach advocates for decluttering by category, clothes, books, papers, etc., rather than by location, and doing so in one concentrated effort. The philosophy suggests that witnessing the sheer volume of your possessions all at once creates a powerful psychological impact that drives more meaningful change. Daily decluttering, by contrast, operates on a different principle altogether. Rather than setting aside dedicated decluttering marathons, this approach integrates organization into your everyday routine. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, small pockets of time devoted to thoughtfully considering what stays and what goes. Both methods aim for the same destination, a more intentional living space that reflects your current values and lifestyle. They simply offer different paths to get there. The hidden benefits of daily decluttering. 1. Sustainability for the time constrained. Perhaps the most obvious advantage of the daily approach is its accessibility. Between work commitments, family responsibilities, and the basic necessities of daily life, finding an entire weekend, or several, to dedicate to a comprehensive home purge is a luxury many simply don't have. When I first read about the KonMari method, I was inspired but also intimidated, shares Rebecca, a working mother of 2 young children. The idea of pulling out every item I owned in each category seemed impossible with my schedule, but decluttering one drawer during my lunch break or one shelf while my kids are in the bath, that I can manage. Daily decluttering acknowledges that transformation doesn't have to happen overnight. Small, consistent actions compound over time, sometimes with even more lasting results than dramatic overhauls. 2. Emotional manageability. Beyond practical time constraints, there's an emotional component worth considering. For many, especially those with sentimental attachments to possessions or those dealing with grief, anxiety, or depression, the process of letting go can be emotionally charged. The daily approach creates space for this emotional processing. Rather than forcing decisions about dozens or hundreds of items in a short time frame, it allows you to consider each possession thoughtfully, honor its place in your life, and make peace with releasing it if necessary. After my mother passed away, I inherited boxes of her belongings, explains Michael, who found the daily decluttering approach helpful during his grief journey. The thought of sorting through everything at once was unbearable, but taking it one small box at a time over many months allowed me to process my grief alongside the physical items. 3. Habit formation over one-time events. Marie Kondo herself acknowledges that maintaining an organized space requires ongoing attention. Once the initial purge is complete, new items inevitably enter our homes, and continued mindfulness is necessary. Daily decluttering bakes this mindfulness directly into the process. Rather than creating a stark before and after moment, it fosters the development of ongoing habits that support an intentional relationship with your possessions. I used to do major cleanouts twice a year, shares Jamie, who switched to the daily method 3 years ago. My place would look amazing for a few weeks, but gradually the clutter would creep back in. With daily decluttering, I've developed an awareness of what comes into my home in the first place. I find myself making more thoughtful purchasing decisions because I'm regularly considering what adds value to my life. This shift from episodic organizing to consistent mindfulness represents perhaps the most significant long-term benefit of the daily approach. Practical strategies for effective daily decluttering. The beauty of daily decluttering lies in its flexibility. There's no one right way to approach it. However, certain strategies can increase your chances of success. 1. The 5-minute rule. Commit to just 5 minutes of focused decluttering each day. This time frame is short enough to feel manageable, even on busy days, but long enough to make meaningful progress. You might be surprised how many decisions you can make about your possessions in just 5 focused minutes. Areas perfect for 5-minute decluttering sessions include one kitchen drawer, a small section of your wardrobe, the items on your bedside table, a portion of your medicine cabinet, the front entryway. 2. The one-in, one-out practice. For ongoing maintenance, consider implementing a simple rule. For every new item that enters your home, one item must leave. This creates a natural equilibrium that prevents accumulation over time. This practice works particularly well for categories that tend to multiply, such as clothing, books, or kitchen gadgets. Before bringing home a new sweater, identify one in your wardrobe that no longer serves you. This mindfulness not only keeps your space organized, but often leads to more intentional purchasing decisions. 3. The container method. Popularized by organizing expert Clutterbug, this approach involves assigning a specific container, drawer, shelf, basket, to each category of items. Once the container is full, something must go before anything new can be added. This creates natural boundaries around your possessions and eliminates the ambiguity of how much is too much. The container itself answers that question. 4th, themed micro sessions. Rather than tackling random areas each day, consider assigning themes to different days of the week. Monday, digital decluttering, emails, photos, files. Tuesday, clothing. Wednesday, kitchen items. Thursday, papers and mail. Friday, kids items. Weekend, free choice. This rotation ensures all areas receive attention and provides helpful structure to the process. Overcoming common challenges. Even with the most manageable approach, decluttering inevitably presents challenges. Here's how to navigate some common roadblocks. Decision fatigue. Making dozens of keep or discard decisions can be mentally taxing, even in small daily doses. If you find yourself struggling to decide about certain items, create a consider later box for truly difficult decisions. Limit daily decisions to a specific number, perhaps 10 to 15 items. Set clear criteria beyond sparking joy. Usefulness, frequency of use, and replacement cost can all be helpful. Household resistance. If you share your living space with family members or roommates who aren't as enthusiastic about decluttering, focus first on your own possessions and shared spaces you primarily manage. Lead by example rather than criticism. Involve others through specific time-limited requests. Could you spend just 5 minutes helping me decide which of these kitchen tools we actually use? Or idea. Guilt about waste. Concerns about environmental impact can create resistance to letting go of items. To address this, research responsible disposal options in your community. Consider selling or donating items that still have useful life. Recognize that keeping unused items in your home doesn't actually benefit anyone. When the KonMari method might still be right for you, while daily decluttering offers many advantages, there are situations where Marie Kondo's more intensive approach might be preferable. Major life transitions, moving, combining households, downsizing, periods with unusually available time, sabbaticals, extended vacations, personality types that thrive on dramatic transformation and quick results. The most effective approach may actually combine elements of both methods, perhaps using the KonMari process for certain categories while maintaining daily habits for ongoing management. The deeper philosophy beyond tidiness. Both Marie Kondo's method and daily decluttering ultimately point toward the same fundamental truth. Our relationship with our possessions reflects and affects our broader life experience. Daily decluttering, with its emphasis on small, sustainable actions, aligns beautifully with other philosophies of incremental change. Just as daily meditation gradually transforms mental patterns and regular exercise progressively strengthens the body, consistent attention to our physical spaces gradually clarifies our relationship with the material world. It's never really been about the stuff, reflects Teresa, who has practiced daily decluttering for 5 years. It's about creating space, physical and mental, for what truly matters in my life. Doing a little each day reminds me that all meaningful change happens this way, one small intentional choice at a time. In a culture that often glorifies dramatic transformations and overnight success stories, there's profound wisdom in embracing the power of small, consistent actions. Your home didn't become cluttered in a day, and perhaps it doesn't need to be transformed in one either. The gentle art of daily decluttering offers not just a practical approach to managing our possessions, but a philosophy for life itself, one that recognizes that the most meaningful changes often happen quietly, one mindful moment at a time. Until next time, thanks for watching.